Welcome back, Marco here. Today we look at how to reduce the gas fees when you use ShibaSWAP, when you send Shib to ShibaSWAP, when you trade on ShibaSWAP. Let's dive straight into it. And it's gonna be a full-blown guide, guys, so that's very important. So the very first step that you need to take is to actually go on your MetaMask and activate some function, some setting that normally is not available. So that's very important. You click on the image, then you go on settings, and then you go on advanced. Now I've already got it turned on, so that's for you to do as well. You click on advanced gas controls, so it has to be on. So this switch, you click on it and it has to be on, and it has to be blue basically, and that way it's on. Now that is a very important step because that will allow us to enter our own gas price, our own GUI. That's something that I'm gonna tell you later in the video what GUI is, and that's very important. This way we can control if the transaction is gonna be fast, if it's gonna be slow. And by the way, this is how I make my own transactions, so don't get worked up if there are issues. Later in the video I'm gonna tell you that there are potentially issues if you pick a very low GUI. So you click back and you forget about it for 1 second. Now what I wanted to show you is this. So this is a way to visualize what is happening on crypto. Now in just 1 second I'm gonna tell you how to use this website called TXstreet.com. But first, when you're sending Shib, you're actually sending a coin that has to be validated on Ethereum. Now as you can see, these beautiful cars, these are GUI being used to validate the transaction. That is called proof of work. And to make it simple, it basically says that when you send your coin, whether it is Ethereum, Shib, or any other Ethereum-based coins, and we're looking at this side, the blue side, when you're sending it, basically this is the payment for the miners to go and confirm that you sent the coin that is being sent, and it's a proper coin, it's not just a false coin. But remember that if you want to know more news on Shiba Inu coin, this is the channel, because I make video updates on a regular basis, and that's the kind of content that I make on this channel, also other cryptos as well. Now this website is actually so important, guys, so write it down, TXstreet.com. So how do you use it? Well, first of all, you need to understand what is happening here. All these people, it's basically what is happening. They are sending coins, they are doing stuff with their crypto. Now you have to understand that the higher the number of ways, the faster the transaction. And it's basically supply and demand. As you can see, there are different cars on this train, and the fastest cars is the one at the very top, basically the locomotive, let's call it. The locomotive is the fastest car. And then you have all the others. Now, all the others are for slower transactions. So if you want to have a very fast transaction, let me show you right now. So let's first of all open your MetaMask. And so you want to, for example, send this Ethereum. Now I'm gonna get the receiver account, and then I'm gonna pop it in there. And as you can see, this is actually me sending to myself, so obviously it's gonna happen. And I'm not gonna do it, but what I'm gonna show you is that, as you can see, you have the fastest car with basically 27 GUI. So 27 is already what is telling us. We leave it as it is, or we go 28 as it is saying now, 29. We can go even a bit higher if you really want that. But basically, let's go 30. And then you would just click next, and that's how you have the transaction done. So this is a way to visualize how much are other people spending for transactions. Now this is very important because at the moment I'm recording, it's actually the GUIs are actually incredibly low, guys. And how do I know that? Well, first of all, by experience, but second of all, there is another website that I'm gonna show you in just 1 second. But basically, when it's very important to understand that when there is a lot of people sending coins and also like swapping coins, they all want to get on this train and they're willing to pay as much as possible. It can get very heated up. It would cost you an awful lot. So how do we avoid that? That's what we need to learn, and what I'm gonna show you right now. And that's what this other chart is basically very important. So if you look at this, we see this is an historical basically price for transactions of Ethereum over the 1 year. And by the way, this is iCharts.com. Have a look at this. Actually, I'm gonna pop it in a text that is gonna appear on the screen right now so that you know. Stop it, stop the video, write it down, and then let's carry on. So this is 1 year, but you can also look at 3 years, for example, but 1 year I think is enough to understand and make sure that you are getting a good deal for your money. Now, as you can see, this has been over the last year. And at the time of recording, the cost of gas fees is actually incredibly low. But there is a catch, and that's why I wanted to show you this right now. Now, this is a daily average. And as you can see, you see each day, but it's a daily average. It's very important that you actually go on this other website that I'm gonna show you right now, and you've probably seen it. It's called gasnow.org. This is quite similar to what I showed you earlier with the train cars, and you can use this one as well. But the other one is very, very good. I like it because it shows you a bit more of a visual interpretation of how things work. This one is a bit more like straight to the point, and you can actually copy and paste. For example, if you want a rapid, I'm gonna tell you in 1 second what this means. But for example, if you want to go as fast as possible, if you want to send your coins as fast as possible, you can just click on here, you copy the 33, and then you paste it in your MetaMask. And basically, this is gonna tell you exactly how long it's gonna take you to do a transaction. Now, in this case, it's 15 seconds for rapid, and this is 35 Gwei, and the cost is $1.46. So that's very low. However, this is based on the mining blocks. So basically, this is just giving you a very rough estimate of how much it's gonna cost you, but the actual estimate is gonna be given to you by MetaMask when you're about to press send. So you get this value, you paste it in there, and it's what I wanted to show you is the time of the day. This is very important when you send it, because earlier I showed you the historic, but as you can see, it was over 1 whole day. Now, what you want to do is to actually have a look at the at the time zone, and when it's actually the best moment to send it. Normally, looking at these charts, and I've been looking at this quite a lot, as you can see, it's the best thing to do is to always send cryptocurrencies either over the weekend, which is crazy, or, for example, late at night in the US. I'm talking about US time. So when it's late night in the US, that's a great moment because most of the people who actually send crypto are in the US. That's crazy to say. And if you enjoyed this video, you will love this video that is on the screen right now. Click on the video and I'll see you there. Thank you.